We're almost out of time. This is very exciting. You're living a corrupt life, scandalous life.
Definitely.
And now people are on the bandwagon, they're with you. Yeah. Now you submit to the Creator alone, not worshiping the sun, the moon, Jesus, Muhammad, but you wanting to worship and do what the Creator of the heavens and earth wants you to do. And now you're getting a hard time. What's going on?
At the beginning, man, they thought I was weird. You know what I mean? They thought I was weird because, like I said, when I was the one that was always going to the clubs, and now they're telling me to come out to the club, I say, no, I can't do that. I'm the one that always bringing the drinks and the drugs. And now I'm saying I can't do that anymore. So at the beginning, they said something not up. Even when I first became Muslim a year later, I went to Hajj, alhamdulillah, may Allah accept it, man. I went to, did the pilgrimage. And when I came back, my group, the Outlaws, was on tour. And in the music industry, the way you make most of your money is from touring. So I called them up and I said, I cannot come on tour. I just cannot do it. So they couldn't believe it. You know, that was the first step of saying that this guy's a weirdo. But right now, alhamdulillah, all the Outlaws are Muslim. All of them became Muslim.
All of them became
Muslim, alhamdulillah.
Now, how long did the transition take? You said it wasn't like something that, it's a jihad, it's a struggle.
Definitely.
So how long did it take for you actually to get to where you are?
It took some time, and I'm still going through that jihad, that in the struggle. I won't say that I defeated it yet because I'm still going through it. I'm still fighting against what I know I'm supposed to be fighting with. I know myself, you know.
Those temptations that come at you,
definitely,
you know?
Definitely. And I'm thankful that Allah let me know that He let me know that the fight ain't over yet, because I think we're in trouble if we think the fight is over. So it's still a struggle for me, but it took some while. Especially Ramadan is one of the things that basically broke me away from doing the intoxicating myself and destroying my body and messing my brain up. It was Ramadan. I remember the second Ramadan that I ever fast. Allah, inshallah, I pray that it was a successful Ramadan, but it definitely was a way to get me away from that lifestyle that I was used to, drinking and partying, etc.
Now tell us, how did the rest of your entourage, how did they end up coming over? All of them, you said, accepted this way of life.
They all accepted Islam. Edie was the first one that accepted Islam. I remember talking to Edie about when I first came back from Hajj. We was in deep conversations a lot about Islam, and he accepted the religion of Islam. And the recently was, I think, Young Noble. He accepted Islam about a year ago.
Young Noble?
Young Noble is one of the members of the Outlaws. He accepted about a year ago. Castro accepted about 5-6 months ago.
Yeah.
You know, Hussein, he's a member of the Outlaws who accepted Islam when he was in prison.
Yeah.
So alhamdulillah, they all Muslim.
Now some people might say, oh, this is a black thing. What do you got to say to that?
We would say for a fact that the religion of Islam is not a religion for black people, Arabs, or white people.
Well, I'm not black, obviously.
That'll be right there, proof against them, or some hawk against them. But basically, I thought the same thing. Before I became Muslim, to be honest, the people that murdered my mother and father was from a group of people called the Nation of Islam.
Yeah, which has nothing to do with Islam.
Nothing to do with Islam.
I don't even like calling it the nation of Islam. I'll say the nation.
Nation of Kuf. Some people call them the Nation of Kuf.
Yeah.
So what I thought growing up is that these people were Muslim. They killed my mother and father in front of me when I was 3 years old. I would never be a Muslim. This is what I used to say. And it wasn't until I started to read the Quran and read about Islam, I said, wait a minute. The religion of Islam and what the Nation of Islam upon is two different religions. You know what I mean? The religion of Islam, for example, we believe that Allah is the creator of the heavens and the earth. He's not a man. He's not a woman. He doesn't have a race. We can't even imagine Allah in our heads. We know that the Prophet Muhammad, he even said in authentic narrations that he was sent with something that no other prophet was sent with, and that he was sent to the whole of humanity. For example, Jesus was sent only to the children of Israel. David to the children of Israel. But Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was sent to the whole of humanity. And majority of the Muslims in the world are Asians. Indonesia, that's the biggest Muslim country in the world. Arabs, blacks, Bosnians, Europeans, you got Muslims everywhere. So this is the beauty of this religion. When I first went to Mecca, and I noticed I seen people from all parts of the world, all parts of way of life. It was amazing. And everybody was treating each other like brothers. You know what I mean?
Dave Chappelle, who else? Scarface, some of these other...
Dave Chappelle, Scarface.
What's the best?
Shaquille O'Neal is a Muslim.
Yeah.
Recently, Raekwon, he came to the masjid in Los Angeles. Raekwon from the Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah.
He just accepted Islam. Ghostface Killer from the Wu-Tang Clan. I ran into him at the airport. He accepted Islam. So a lot of them is running to the religion, alhamdulillah.
Yeah, alhamdulillah, all praises to the creator of the heavens and earth who is guiding the people. But definitely. you gotta want to be guided, isn't it?
Definitely. We should want to search for the truth. And I think, and Allah knows best, that if we sincerely look for the haqq, that Allah will guide us to the truth. You know what I mean? It's that the people, we can't sit back and just think that, okay, Allah will come down and speak to us, a'udhu billah, because some people have that mentality that they're not going to do nothing until they get a sign. The sign is that, look, man, look all around us. We see people dying every single day around us. We see what's happening to the people on earth all around the world. this is a sign, you know what I mean? This is a sign that we should take. We should want to know what's going to happen to us when we dead. None of us know when we're going to die. None of us know when we're going to die. Every single person should at least be curious about what's going to happen to them in the next life. And we should want to be on the true religion in this life. So it's very important that if it's any non-Muslims looking, we would just ask you that you should read about Islam. You know what I mean? It's not going to hurt you if you go pick up the English translation of the Quran. And it's not going to hurt you if you go read the biography of the Prophet Muhammad. And we would tell you basically don't judge Islam by us. Because if you look at us and judge Islam, you will run away from it. No doubt about it. But if you judge the religion of Islam by the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then you would know what this religion is about. You know?
A couple more points before we come to an end. What are some of the, is this something that is just faith, is personal, or is there a lot of evidence also that Islam brings to the table to show to any truth seeker that this can't be from a human being? This is indeed from the Creator that you got to look at.
Definitely. Even if we just analyze the stars, the moon, the mountains, even if you just analyze the clouds, the sky, just look at this. Who created all this? You know what I mean? Who created the sun? Who created the moon? You cannot say it's scientific. You cannot say it's science, because the science, even to this day, no human being can even come close to the sun. So nobody even know exactly what the sun is truly made of. They just suggest and they just guessing. What about the moon? Who makes the sun go? Who makes the sun rise and sets? All these are signs from Allah. You know what I mean? All this is signs from Allah that we should ask ourselves, who created this? And there's many signs that's even in the Quran that 1400 years ago they mentioned that mankind just discovered in the 20th century.
Tell us now that for the youth or even for the adults that now are running in the direction that you were at and you actually ran away from, what advice do you have for them? Closing comments and suggestions.
The advice that I have for the youth, for anybody that's going to that lifestyle, wallahi, man, from the bottom of my heart, that lifestyle has nothing good to offer. That lifestyle, man, it will almost be like a person running away from a house that caught on fire. And he's running away from the house, and he's telling you this house is on fire, and you run past him and say, I want to go inside of it, I want to see for my own self. It's as if that's how silly and stupid it is, almost, that, especially amongst the Muslim youth, unfortunately, that Allah guided most of us from this, in America, converted to Islam. He guided us from a life of kufr and evilness. We tasted the darkness of that life. We know that it has nothing good to offer. So we should ask the Muslim youth, just use your common sense. Why are the people running away from that, running to the religion of Islam? People are walking away from millions of dollars just to live a simple life of Islam. This should let them know that this is the proof that we are upon the religion of Allah, the creator of the heavens and the earth. And one thing we want to tell the people, that no doubt about it, there is no true happiness, no success without only through the religion of Islam. Only in the religion of Islam.
Where can people, if they want to have you come out and you do some traveling and you'd like to share your story, where can they contact you? You have a website?
Yes, they can contact me through the website, NapoleonOutlaw.com. That's www.Napoleon, Napoleon, outlawed, outlawed.com.
Thank you very much, Jazakallah. May the creator of the heavens and earth, Allah reward you for being with us.